Section 1. Stoicism is a philosophy of our time. Stoicism is no longer ancient history. It is a philosophy of modern resilience. It appears in corporate leadership training, in military manuals, in productivity podcasts, in venture capital circles. Marcus Aurelius has become the unofficial mentor of high performers. We are told, control what you can, accept what you cannot, do your duty, remember you will die. It sounds noble, it sounds strong, and in many ways it is. But when a philosophy originally practiced by slaves and political exiles becomes a preferred worldview of powerful institutions, we should slow down. Ideas change when power changes hands. Section 2. Stoicism was born in powerlessness. Epictetus was born a slave. He had no legal identity, no political voice, no physical autonomy. His body could be broken, his status erased. So he made a radical distinction. Your body can be controlled by others. Your judgments cannot. For someone without external power, this was liberation. It was dignity under empire. It was resistance without rebellion. Stoicism gave the powerless a domain no emperor could reach. But when the powerful adopt the same framework, the function shifts. Because now the question is not, how do I preserve dignity? But, what I no longer feel responsible for. Section 3. The dichotomy of control, a line that moves. The dichotomy of control is Stoicism's most famous principle. Some things are within your control. Some things are not. Within your control, your judgment, your reaction, your character. Outside your control, reputation, wealth, illness, politics, death. This principle is psychologically stabilizing. Modern cognitive therapy echoes it, but applied rigidly, it can produce something else. When structural problems are reframed as external inevitabilities, the locus of responsibility contracts. Economic injustice becomes an external event. Institutional corruption becomes noise. Exploitative systems become circumstances to reinterpret. The individual becomes calmer. The structure remains unchanged. Stoicism increases resilience. It does not automatically increase justice. Section 4. Emotional discipline versus emotional reduction. Marcus Aurelius did not eliminate emotion. He disciplined it. He wrote privately about irritation, impatience, grief, and fatigue. His Stoicism was not numbness. It was moral effort. But modern Stoicism often presents a different ideal. Be unbothered. Be unaffected. Be immune. There's a difference between mastering your reaction and minimizing your response. When outrage at injustice is labeled weakness, something essential may be lost. Anger is not always irrational. Sometimes it is moral clarity. Section 5. A more fatty love of fate or love of limitation. A more fatty love of fate is Stoicism's most radical expression. Not merely endure what happens. Love it. In ancient Stoicism, this rested on belief in a rational cosmic order. Today, most people invoking Stoicism do not share that metaphysical framework. So what remains? Love what happens because it happens. This produces strength. It also produces acceptance. And acceptance, without moral evaluation, can become accommodation. If every outcome must be embraced, resistance begins to look unnecessary. But not everything inevitable is ethical. Section 6. Memento mori in a culture of performance. Remember that you will die. Marcus used this to reduce vanity. Modern culture uses it to accelerate output. Life is short. Optimize. Hustle. Execute. Mortality becomes productivity fuel. Yet, death awareness can do two things. It can humble ambition, or it can intensify it. When death becomes a countdown rather than a moral reminder, Stoicism shifts from philosophy to performance enhancer. Section 7. The inner citadel, protection and isolation. Pierre Hadot described Stoicism as constructing an inner citadel, a fortress of judgment immune to chaos. But fortresses isolate. The more we internalize conflict, the less we externalize it. A society of internally fortified individuals is stable. But stability is not the same as vitality. If every man retreats into composure, who remains emotionally available? If everyone minimizes reaction, who mobilizes response? Stoicism protects inner sovereignty, but sovereignty can harden into detachment. Section 8. The Stoic ideal in the age of algorithms. The Stoic sage is described as perfectly rational, unaffected by insult, unmoved by fear, detached from outcome, unshaken by loss. Read that description carefully. It resembles something else, a system optimized for consistency. We now live in an era dominated by algorithmic logic. Emotional volatility disrupts efficiency. Emotional unpredictability resists modeling. Stoicism reduces volatility. Modern systems reward reduced volatility. The alignment is not accidental. When humans minimize emotional variance, they become more compatible with structured environments. But unpredictability is part of humanity. To remove it entirely is to remove something essential. Section 9. Strength and usefulness. A man who cannot be shaken is powerful. A man who cannot be moved is useful. There is a difference. Resilience can make you morally strong. It can also make you structurally compliant. Stoicism can fortify conscience, or it can fortify endurance inside systems that benefit from your calm. The difference lies in whether your discipline deepens moral responsibility or narrows it. Section 10. What Marcus Aurelius actually did. Marcus Aurelius did not withdraw from the world. He governed. He decided. He bore responsibility. His stoicism was not an escape from power. It was a burden of it. He disciplined himself so he could act justly under pressure. Modern stoicism often disciplines the individual without interrogating the structure. That shift matters. Section 11. The missing word. Read contemporary Stoic discourse carefully. You will find calm, discipline, control, endurance. You will rarely find joy, not productivity, satisfaction, not composure. Joy, because joy requires vulnerability, attachment, risk, emotional openness. Stoicism minimizes attachment. That protects against suffering. It may also reduce intensity of living. Section 12. The serious question. Stoicism is not a trap, but it can become one. It is a tool, and tools reflect the hand that wields them. If Stoicism strengthens your moral courage, it is virtue. If it reduces your emotional range to make you more efficient, it becomes something else. The serious question is not, should you practice Stoicism? The serious question is, what does your Stoicism make you unwilling to feel? Because the line between discipline and detachment is thin, and crossing it quietly changes who you are.